Welcome to UpTilt. My name's Trevor.
I'm Greasy.
That's not your name.
I'm
Is
Ed.
that your Christian name?
Yes.
Okay. All right. I'll call you Greasy Boy from now on.
Oh,
Is Greasy your first name and Boy your last name?
middle. Actually, my last name is gross.
Just.
All right. What's
Oh,
on your
okay.
agenda today, Mr. Trev?
Gotta do this podcast, and then I gotta do some homework, and then I gotta clean
You
the
better
house a
not have to
bit.
do some homework,
I
first of all.
do. I told you that. I have my tests that I still have to take.
That's not homework. I'm gonna lose my mind. You said I'll be free all day on Tuesday.
Except for that.
But I got stuff. I also got stuff. We keep missing each other by like a hair.
Yeah. It happens.
That's fine. I'll get over it.
Listen, man. School is not forever, but friendship is. That's a
Maybe.
Trevor classic.
Is that coffee?
Yeah. Sorry, I had to make sure. I wasn't quite sure. Sometimes I drink other nefarious brown liquids, and I just wanted to make sure that it was
I
coffee.
have a brown liquid today.
Is it nefarious?
No, it's just a Coke.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted ice.
An ice cold Coca-Cola.
Something about it.
I played a new game last night.
What'd you play?
This morning, actually. It was like 2 a.m. when I started playing.
Oh my god.
Yeah. It's called Another Crab's Treasure. Have you seen anything about that?
Yeah, I'm surprised that you were playing that.
That was just so cute. How could I not?
It's a Souls-like.
Yeah, but it's cute.
I'm just surprised that you're playing a Souls-like, even if it is cute.
I don't dislike the idea of Souls-like games. It's the difficulty that typically throws me off. And I figured since this one was cute, it'll probably be easier.
And is it?
A little bit. I don't know. It wasn't.
But
I didn't
what's your
get
sample size?
like an hour worth of gameplay. Oh, do you mean of other games I've played?
Other Dark Souls. They're Souls-likes.
Bloodborne's a Soul-like, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Don't like Bloodborne. Haven't.
Okay.
Not that one's not good. Not good for me. Or I'm not good at it. I'm not good for it. And then I played, I think that might be it.
Okay. So you don't even know if it's harder or not.
Yeah. It's just a stereotype, you know?
Because it's cute.
Yeah, but it is really cute. I did like it. And it's also kind of sad because it's like the whole concept of the game is like repurposing trash in the ocean. And it just feels sad the whole time. A little bit. At least I thought so. Because every time you run around and like literally the currency is no. The currency is microplastics. And that yeah. And you go around picking up the little clips that go on bread bags, the bread claws. And that's something. And all around the map, there's just like bottles and cans and cigarette butts stuck in the sand in the ground. And that's just, I wasn't a big fan of that.
I will say I recycle.
I recycle. The way I said that sounds like somebody who definitely doesn't recycle. I recycle.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, honestly, like I played it for about an hour last night. It feels pretty. Definitely gotta get the timing down because using your dash is pretty unforgiving.
Speaking of Dash,
DoorDash. The stream brought to you by. You got us a sponsor?
I wish. How is Hades 2?
It's pretty good. I've been enjoying
Never
that
got to play Hades 2 before any of you losers.
Oh yeah, we probably should have prefaced it with that. Speaking of, if you're interested, you just gotta go to their Steam page and click the button. Say, hey, I want to play Hades 2. Please let me in. And then they'll think about it for a little bit, and then they'll send you an email. That was how.
Let's pretend that you're just more high profile.
Yeah, so I'm Hades' biggest fan, and they let me in.
That might be true.
No, I'm sure there's somebody out there who, like anybody who is like doing speed runs, and that's like their only game they stream, I would probably consider them a bigger fan of the game. But
I
not
don't know though.
necessarily.
I speedrun Mega Man X4, and I think that game sucks.
Yeah, that's fair. I was gonna say there's a lot more that goes into having a game be your favorite game or being its biggest fan than just how
Is
much you
Hades
play
your
it.
favorite game?
Yeah,
Mine? Thanks for asking. Uh, Final
you
Fantasy
didn't give
Tactics, I
me
think.
any time.
I think Final Fantasy Tactics might be my favorite game of all time. But might be.
Might be. I feel like we've discussed this a couple times, and that's usually the one that pops into your head.
My go-to. I haven't played it in a while. I should probably pick that up soon. Ah,
You could
UpTilt
stream
Final
that.
Fantasy Tactics stream? No, that wouldn't work.
No. Okay.
It'd be just hours of me grinding.
UpTilt ranked Pokemon Unite stream for both of us.
Get out of here.
No. I adore Pokemon Unite. I think it's
I liked playing
gee whiz.
Pikachu.
I have so much fun.
I played one different Pokemon.
But yeah, I got to play the Hades 2 technical test. It's really fun. I really enjoy it. It does limit how much you can play, but there's a way to get around that. You get a maximum of 5 completed runs, and then it will lock you out of starting a new run, which also then locks you out of getting any more of the story. But you just need to start a new save file. Like it's not like it's permanent.
Mm.
So, like if you just want to keep getting as much of the story out of it as you can, which there's a surprising amount considering it's the technical test.
Well,
Um
it's been I thought I read somewhere that it's been ready for early access for a while, and the technical test was just to find bugs.
yeah. Yeah. So the first time I beat it and beat Hecate, who's like your teacher.
Is that how you say her name?
That's how they say it in the game.
I always said Hecate.
Oh, I definitely never said it that way.
Hecate.
Hecate.
Hecate. Hecate.
There's a lot of names in this game that surprised me with actually just the main character, Melenui.
Milenoe is how I would have said it,
That's how I was saying it too.
and it's Milenoe.
Yep.
Yeah, that's kind of how Greek does the E at the end. It's a E sound.
Yeah. Like the moon. The moon is Selene.
Mooney. Oh,
No, not Mooney.
Mooney's
No,
Point.
but
Remember the Amanda Show?
yeah, we don't talk about those shows anymore though.
Yeah, it's a shame. You watched that, right?
Yeah, I did.
Right on set. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. How'd you feel about that? Did it make you sick to your stomach too?
I mean, yes, but I was
Correct answer.
yeah, I was just gonna say like I didn't feel like oh I'm gonna puke. That's so gross. It was just kind of like the shock factor, you know.
And then they released episode 5, and I was like, oh, okay, we're done. Wrap it up.
One of my friends said that they didn't even finish it because like another teacher friend. Tough to hear, just
Mm-hmm.
because like working in a field where you hang out with
Work with
children.
children.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Yesterday, I was over at a friend's house, and I was hanging out with their kids, and I thought that the one had said fart, like the word fart, but he
mhm.
said fall. But he says it sounds so similar coming from his mouth.
How?
And I was like, "Don't talk about farts. That's gross. Like we're not being gross. That's not something that we do." Because you're sitting on my lap, and I was like,
Yeah,
"No, don't." Because if you, I was like, I said, "If you fart on me, I'm leaving. I'm going home.
I'm out of here. That's
I'm
it.
out of here. I'm done." And then he got like really, really sad,
Oh, oh no. Why would
and
you do that, Ed?
he was like, "I didn't say fart. I didn't say that." And then his parents were like, "Well, what did you say?" And he had to go for some quiet conversation with his dad. And as he was carrying him away, he looked back at me with
He's
the
like,
saddest eyes. He looked so betrayed, like I was just
you with
lying to
this.
get him in trouble. Yeah, he looked so. I'll never forget how betrayed he looked. And when he came back out from his quiet conversation, I was like, "I'm so sorry that I misheard you and that I hurt your feelings. I feel so bad." And he
It's
said, "I
on you.
forgive you."
And then the parents never trusted you again.
They actually beat me up.
They jumped me when I was on my way to my car.
Yeah. I went to get in my car, and one of the parents walked out with a baseball bat and said, "Well, well, well."
Well, well, well. I don't know why, but that baseball bat reference kind of made me think of a High Five Rush, which I played a little bit of on Game Pass, but then never went back to.
Which is crazy because I think that you would really like the art style and the music in that.
Oh yeah, yeah, I did. I just forgot about it, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like it's something that you can't come back to it. You got to play it and you got to finish it. I want to watch that. I want to watch this anime,
Tell me about
Eda
it.
10. Eda 10?
Eat a 10.
Eda 10. Deity Eda 10. Well,
Well, you tell me about that.
I don't know what it's about. It just has really neat looking art. Hey, Killing Floor 3. That's
I've
news. Killing Floor 3, 20 minutes
s-
ago.
the game.
How cool.
I haven't played either of the Killing Floor games, so
I've never played. I just doesn't seem like my cup of tea at all.
I believe I started watching. I think it's a Donghua on Netflix. Oh
You
shoot!
believe you started watching it? You don't remember?
Oh no, I started watching it. I was saying I think it's a Donghua, not like Japanese anime. But
Okay.
now I'm blanking on the name of it. But it's something like God annoys me or something.
Ah, God annoys me as well.
We've all been
Welcome
there. No, no, no,
to
no, no.
UpTilt,
Shush,
where
Netflix. Netflix started
we
playing sounds. Oh, is it God troubles me? I think that's it. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I've been liking that. It's pretty good.
I tried watching the Grim Variations, which is like
I tried that too. Couldn't do it.
so bad.
It was
I watched the whole first episode. Cinderella. Uh, what if Cinderella was the bad guy actually?
hmm.
Ew.
Mm,
It was so gross.
I might try like one more episode.
I watched the second episode too, and I fell asleep.
Okay, well, never mind. No, I like God troubles me though. The main character gets kicked out of her parents' house, and at first she thinks they're just crazy, but they tell her that they are from different planets or different like universes,
I
and
like the art style, cute.
the dad says he's from the god realm, and his mom and her mom's from the monster realm. She's an elf, and he's like some holy being. But conveniently, when those two types of people reproduce, they produce a plain old human. So she has nothing special about her, but she thinks they're just crazy and lying to her to kick her out of the house. But it turns out they're telling the truth. And then she starts running into a bunch of different like gods just out in the streets.
Is it like a slice of life?
Yeah.
I'm hard with slice of lives. Slice of lives.
It's like comedy though too. It's not just like eh, gonna go grocery shopping, going back to the house.
Slice of life is hard for me to get into.
I mean, how slice of life is it if there's like interdimensional beings, you know?
That's true. But I've seen zombie shows that are slice of life. So
Yeah, you should give it a
zombies
shot.
are
I
not
think
my
it's
thing either. Maybe I'll check it out today
do that.
for you.
Yeah,
For
do
you.
it well.
You
I'm
know what? You
taking my
shouldn't check
tests.
out the Grim Variations.
I
Don't check that
already
out.
did, and I wish I
That
could go back and not.
don't continue it. It's a waste of time.
Stamp of disapproval.
Stamp of disapproval.
Oh,
That Akira. Go ahead.
well, I wanted to circle back to Hades too at some point because I didn't feel like I completed everything I wanted to say about it. But
Oh, just continue.
well, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say that Akira Toriyama game came out, and that was going to lead me into saying that it got some negative reviews,
They can't do
which
that.
is
He died.
crazy. That's fine. I mean, his art is good still.
What was the name of the
Um,
game? I forgot about it.
Sandlands.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. That's right.
I think it looks cute.
All right, I got that open. Another tab. I'll have to look into it after this.
Sandlands. Akira Toriyama's last work. Can't be a flop, right?
No, it can't. It's not allowed to be.
It just doesn't make sense. It looks cute. I think I might buy it. I might buy it and play it on my PlayStation.
Is it multiplayer or single player?
Speaking of Akira Toriyama, I just saw another trailer for
You didn't answer
that
me.
Budokai game that's coming out.
Yeah. I do think it's kind of weird that after all these years they decided to keep it the same as the Japanese name.
What, Sandlands
No,
or Budokai?
like in Japan, the Japanese translation, at least I think, I really vividly recall watching a YouTube video about this, and that in Japan, the name of the game translates to sparking, and it wasn't called Budokai Tenkaichi in Japan.
Oh yeah, because that's what it's called here. It's called Sparking Zero or whatever.
Yeah. So it just feels weird that even though it is like the fourth successor in that series, now they're just changing the name for like no reason.
Well, not no reason. They
Well,
can't
yeah.
just call it Budokai Tenkaichi 4. Like, it's
Yeah,
been
they
too long.
could. Nah, they could. Let me jump back to Hades real quick.
Sure.
What? Now you seem
Anyway,
upset.
speaking of Akira Toriyama Sandlands and Dragon Ball Z, Hades 2. I guess we could talk about the art. The art looks funny to me. It doesn't look as good.
The I think the still shots look fine. Like still look really good. But what I thought was weird is like the models feel and look a little more 3D than regular Hades 1.
Regular Hades. I actually just watched a video about Hades 1 where if you make it to Hades with no boons, there's unique dialogue.
Yeah, yeah. It was probably the same video that I watched.
More than likely.
But yeah, I thought that the like animations and the 3D models looked a little not wonky, but definitely notably different. My own like
Yeah,
one
the art direction looks to be it looks like a sequel.
yeah, and it should because it is.
Well, yeah, I'm glad that what I'm saying is I'm glad that it doesn't look exactly the same.
My
The
only
magic looks fun,
Yeah, I was definitely underutilizing that when I was playing it, which is dumb because I feel like that's supposed to be like
like the concept.
that's the thing, you know? Like she's specifically not supposed to just be like a fighter as much.
I'm gonna have to read up about her actual mythos because I don't know anything about a Melanie.
I don't know. Greek mythology is kind of all over the place.
Anemone? What's her name?
Melanoi.
Mihoi Minoi?
Oh man. There I hope to God. I know there's not, but there should be a Doodle Bob reference in the game.
Yeah, why would there be?
I don't know.
Let's reference SpongeBob.
I'm sure
Everybody,
nobody else thought of that joke. Maybe we're unique. I don't know. My only concern is that I guess maybe my initial thoughts on this are wrong thinking back on it, but I was a little worried that there were going to be like too many new mechanics because there is like a crafting system in like gathering supplies while you're
that's
out on runs.
crafting systems are always where new games lose me.
Yeah.
I don't want to craft. That game, I think that it might just work.
Yeah, cuz I mean like the whole concept is like yes, you still get boons from the gods, but like that's not necessarily like the whole like the background of Melanoi isn't like Zagreus where she exclusively needs the gods help to escape because she's not escaping. She's trying to break back in.
Mm.
And her background is as a witch, so she needs the crafting to do her potions to then like get
So
stronger.
you gotta get components.
Yes, you need components for spells, other materials you collect to like unlock tarot cards to make you stronger. They're basically like
Is it RNG though,
the tarot cards.
or is it yeah?
No,
Or do you
so there's at least right now there are 12 tarot cards that you can unlock. And then it's kind of like Nyx's mirror, but instead of just unlocking them and having them, you have a gauge and each tarot card is worth a different number of points and you can only take up to like the max amount in the gauge.
that's fun.
Yeah, so you can change in between runs. I don't know how much of the story that I want to spoil at all,
Why
but
not? Well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
I'm gonna play it.
It also said that the early access release was really, really close. So,
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna wait for the early access. I'm not gonna play the technical test.
That's fair.
If
But
I
you know me.
recall, when Hades first came to early access, you could go all the way to Hades.
Hmm.
Or was that
But
an
then
update? Okay.
but then nothing happened if you beat Hades and you just died on the spot.
Yeah, which is not far off of what happens in the actual story.
No, you're right. Man, remember that being the big reveal? Like, oh, you got out,
We finally get to leave.
kind
And
of,
then
and then you're
and
just
then you
cursed.
saw disappointing the only I would consider the only piece of disappointing art in the first game is Persephone's design.
Yeah?
Yeah, I definitely feel like her design could have been better. I feel like she shouldn't have looked so much like Zagreus.
No.
Or
Well,
Zagreus shouldn't have looked so much like her. I think that his his design was strong enough on its own that his mom didn't have to like look just like him.
yeah.
Because she didn't look like Spirit of the Seasons. You know what I mean? To
Yeah.
me,
Yeah, that makes
I feel
sense.
like she could have been like chubbier, or just like she could have looked a little happier. I guess that's the point is that she's not happy, but
Hmm. Um, yeah, so far in Hades 2, we haven't seen Hades or Zagreus or Persephone as of yet. I think
there was a trailer where they show Hades and he's all chained up,
yeah, I do remember that.
but that's a trailer, not a spoiler.
True. Shoot, there's oh, the character redesigns is like one thing that I have been absolutely loving. Like returning characters, seeing how they change in appearance. Like Demeter did not like her design in the first game, and also I'm just not a big fan of her boons in the first game. But
I like
second
her,
game, she looks dope as heck because she's all like,
dope as heck.
yeah, because she's all armored up and like ready to go. Because I'm all armored up and ready to go.
Is that a song that you just made up?
Yeah, a little bit.
Good job.
Thank you.
I'm a little proud of you.
Just a little bit, not a lot.
Well, yes. I'm not your dad, you know. You don't need that from me. It looks like you need that from me.
uh, yeah, I think that's enough about Hades too. There's not too much more to cover.
Yeah, I'm excited for it to drop. I want to play it, but I don't want to play a limited version. Limited limited versions always make me really mad. Like they were going through this phase a couple years ago. There was this trend where they would release a demo for a game and it would be like as much of the game as you could possibly play in 30 minutes. And once that 30 minutes is up, you can't access the demo anymore. Let me play that 30 minutes over and over again. What's the problem? I can only get 30 minutes in.
Yeah, for speedrunners, man.
That's probably why they stopped doing it because speedrunners were beating games in 30 minutes.
Now, apparently, the Hades 2 technical test was supposed to wind down yesterday. So I assume they like cut access or stopped sending people invitations to it. And the early access is coming out really soon.
Yeah,
No
well,
solid
early access,
date,
I'm gonna have
but
to send. Did you have to pay money?
for the technical test?
Yeah.
No.
See, I would have expected you to had to have bought the game.
Nah. Not like
Nah.
no, I don't think so. It was just like the first realm, and I don't even know if it's gonna be the same in early access. It might not be. It might have just been like
I'm making the
one little
assumption
thing.
that you'll have to pay for early access, which I
Oh
will.
yeah. The second that drops, I will be paying full price for that.
I'll wait for a sale.
Nah.
No, I'm just kidding. I won't.
This is the most anticipated game for me for the entire year.
Yeah, I don't know if I have anything else that I'm anticipating coming out. I'm just
Sparking
waiting for
Zero.
more news on. I'm not a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. I think we're gonna play it,
Hmm.
but I'm not a huge Dragon Ball Z fan. I'm an Akira Toriyama fan, but that's just because I like his standalone art, his dragons, his mechanical stuff. His robots are great. I love his robots.
Yeah, they're pretty nice. I like that. The sound effects that he uses for like robots and androids in the anime, love it.
The bra noise.
No, the
Oh
like when they walk, they make like a certain noise compared to like regular characters.
yeah, like Mega Man.
Yeah. Also, Sparking Zeros just said to possibly be released before the end of 2024.
Possibly. Love that.
Maybe. We don't
It's
know.
non-committal.
Who knows?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how many characters we want to add. 300 this time. Who knows?
I always get a little surprised at like how much life they can squeeze out of the Dragon Ball series, because like how many games could you possibly continue putting out that is the
Well, they're all the
same
same.
story over
They're all
and
the
over
same
again?
game too. You know. But y'all keep buying them. It's just like Pokemon.
Even Pokemon's more different. I'm sorry, but it is.
I'm I'm waiting for more Pokemon Legends news.
That
They should
is,
have given
I
me.
feel
They
like
should have
that's
given me
gonna
more.
be real sparse until about the holiday season this year, since it's coming out
Yeah,
in May of next year. No, May of next year is Monster Hunter. Pokemon
it
might
it
not
just
even
said
be
next
until
year.
holiday season next year.
Yeah, it just said 2025. Um, Pokemon Legends Arceus released in January of its release year.
So maybe
So maybe I'll be on the PokeLeaks Reddit for sure.
all day, every day. When I'm not at
Well,
work,
somebody
PokeLeaks. When I'm
leaked
not asleep, PokeLeaks.
somebody leaked Sneasler and I was like that looks dumb and it was real.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Not gonna lie, not a fan of Sneasler's design.
Love thought I hated it. Thought I hated it. Thought it was awesome. Gross is what the word I meant.
Yeah,
Love it now.
but now it's awesome.
Love
It's
its
changed.
love its sassy little Roger from American Dad, alien hands. Love its long claws. Love its little battle stance. He like
Yeah, just not a fan.
love Sneasler. Sneasler great. Love.
I want to look at a list of all the Hisuian form Pokemon so far. Not so far, just all of them.
So there's Hisuian forms. There's Arcanine and Growlithe, which are great. Um,
Yeah,
why is that all I can think of?
you tried.
Well, besides the starters, which Hisuian Decidueye is great. Love his little samurai looking.
Hisuian Samurott, I don't think they did enough with that.
No, I don't. I agree.
They just gave him dark typing and colored him a little bit darker in certain areas.
Yeah.
Doesn't really doesn't look
I mean,
like a whole
compared
lot.
to the Ghost Typhlosion and the Fighting Decidueye,
Yeah.
the Dark Samurai, which is a shame because Samurot's my favorite of the three.
Wow, there's a lot fewer Hisuian form Pokemon than I thought there were. You want me to run you through the list?
Yeah, go ahead.
Growlithe, Arcanine, Voltorb, Electrode, Typhlosion, Quillfish, and Overquill, I guess, by extension. Oh, there we go. List of Hisuian evolutions. I was wondering where those two were at, but it's literally just the. But why did they have Voltorb and Electrode then? Whatever.
Well, because they're wood.
Yeah, but why did they
They're
have them
they're
both
they're grass
separately
electric now. I don't know. Well,
instead
they
of
have
like?
Growlithe and Arcanine separately, don't they?
Yeah, that's true. Why Growlithe, Arcanine, and Voltorb Electrode, but then they list Sneasler and Overquill? Probably because they're new Pokemon. Now that I think
They're
about it.
new Pokemon that are evolutions.
Yeah.
Ow!
Okay.
I just hit.
Anyways, Growlithe, Arcanine, Electrode, Voltorb, Typhlosion, Quillfish, Sneasel, Samurott, Lilligant, Zoroark, Braviary, Sliggoo, Goodra, Avalugg, and Decidueye.
Yes. Charmeleon, Wartortle, Mewtwo, Tentacruel, Aerodactyl.
What were we talking about where I popped into the Pokemon rap? Do you remember
I
that?
have
But
no
what were we
idea, but it
talking
was
about?
it was funny. It was me, you, and Vale hanging out.
Were you listing monsters in Monster Hunter? And then I popped
Something,
into that?
something like that, something along those lines. I'm sure Vale will remember if we ask them.
Sometimes
That
not
was
that I
fun.
not that I think I'm a comedic genius, but sometimes you just get a joke that like lands perfectly and you're like, "Ah, yeah, that was a good one."
I think back fondly on this.
You're like, we had to circle back to it, but they can't do that. He died.
I'm hoping to see some love for some Pokemon that I like in the new one, in the new Legends game. I want to see a crazy awesome Linoon and Zigzagoon or something, like a new Houndour.
We probably won't get a Lanoon or Zigzagoon because of Sword and Shield.
Oh yeah, because Obstagoon
Yeah. Shiny,
sucked.
shiny Galarian, Linoon, and Zigzagoon. Sick though. Love the bright pink.
Berserker loved that little guy.
Oh yeah. Berserker was cool.
Loved Berserker.
I
He
will
was
say,
great.
Galar did have some fire regional forms.
Got some good designs there. Galar was. Is it bad? Are we about to play Sword and Shield while we wait?
I never finished the DLCs. So,
I never bought them.
and then I only played like part of the first DLC. Wasted
The
money. Wasted that money so hard.
the Scarlet and Violet DLC I bought drunkenly because I was like, oh yeah, I kind of like this. Let's buy it. Realizing that it's probably my favorite Pokemon game next to Conquest
No, it's
and Arceus. Like main as far as mainline games go,
it's up there.
I'm a defender. I'm a
I
dirty, rotten Pokemon defender
till we die.
on this hill of this game was good actually.
Because it is. It's
It
just
also sucks, but
yeah.
it's also great. And I love when things are awful and awesome at the same time.
Yeah, they just
That's
need
just a
to do
personal thing.
better.
Like I love Gilmore Girls. That show sucks. I love that show.
Does it
Sucks.
actually suck?
Oh yeah, it's horrible.
I've watched it 20 times. It's terrible. It's the worst thing I've
Yeah,
ever seen.
exactly.
I love it.
Skinamarink. Skinamarink. Awful movie. Would not recommend it. I love it.
Sure, man. Whatever you say.
Boring horror. Couple lines of dialogue away from a screensaver movie. 4 out of 10. I love it.
And I'll watch it every day until I die.
I think it's I could watch that movie daily.
I I don't know if I have any like real shows or movies that I could watch on repeat every day. Although I have been listening to that Everybody in the World Looks Like Griffin McElroy song multiple times every day.
Pretty funny.
Dude, I think
With your glasses on like that,
I look like
you
Griffin
kind
McElroy.
of look like Griffin McElroy. You
I
know who looks like Griffin McElroy?
no,
Regular Decidui.
he is an owl.
It's got the little glasses.
Orthworm. Everybody in the world looks like Griffin McElroy.
Or
I don't know. I like content like that. I like
memes.
yeah, well, I don't know. It was just like the creativeness of it, I guess, and making I assume that person made the beat to that song themselves.
I feel like there was something.
I will say I thought of like 6 other things to talk about last week, did not write them down, and promptly forgot all of them.
Oh no!
And
Yeah,
I think 4 or 5 of those topics were like good just general topics, not even like necessarily timely. So like we could have used them at any point for any episode of the show, and I forgot all of them.
yeah. I'm also at a loss here because we talk about Pokemon, and then my brain goes nowhere but Pokemon for
It's a
hours.
hole. It's a hole we can fall
Yeah,
down for sure.
I start to spiral.
It happens very quickly. Both of us, so you don't need to feel bad.
Yeah, same. My therapist just talked to me about it.
Stop like this.
Spiraling.
We're on your dime. You can talk about Pokemon if you want, but I would suggest that you stop.
Yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah, I was talking to my therapist about Pokemon.
But then you get the wrong therapist, and then they just like keep egging you on and talking about Pokemon.
They're like, I love Pokemon.
I This is great. Like you don't need to spend money for this. You can just add me on Discord.
Gross.
I can't be your therapist then anymore though. I'm not your therapist. I'll take your money.
And I'm not your dad. I'll take your money.
I think that'll wrap it up for today. Thanks for hanging out, everybody.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for coming
Goodbye.
by.